yeah. I don't know what it is about that song. It just gives me chills. Hello, hello, hello. Happy pre-witching hour. It's almost the 11th, baby. And I am so excited about I get very excited about the 11th of every month. Okay. Anyway, so I got a public service announcement to make and everything. And I want to first start off with this disclaimer that I am High Priestess Jamila. And when I come on here and I address negative people, I want you guys to not worry my words. To be honest with you, the words that I speak to these very negative people, I am already transmuting the energy. So when I address something, just sit back and relax and don't worry because I'm not worried. I wanted to make that perfectly clear for people. Don't ever, 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 ever think that a somebody that's hating on me or somebody that's doing something for shock value or to get attention, that they are affecting me. And then also I want you guys to be careful with believing anything that they say, especially when they talking about me. Don't believe what people say. And in even in your own life, if somebody is threatening to you, do not believe them over your own mind. Don't ever believe a negative person or what they talking about, right? Seriously, because I know that I don't. Okay. Now, and I want y'all to remember that too. And I understand that the negativity is thick, but that's why I'm getting ready to have a conversation with these people. I wanted to come and talk about real quick before I get settled down and get all cozy in my bed that you know, people that come on here, specifically YouTube, specifically. And I have to be careful because that's why people that have a positive intention have to be careful about the words that they use. I know that I've dropped a whole bunch of curse words and stuff, which is not good, for the algorithms or whatever. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The type of people that we're dealing with, they make you want to cuss. It just is what it is. But in reality, all of those people, the people that you see on here starting beefs, hanging around with these groups, these cults, being very negative, spreading a bunch of negative energy, doing all of that stuff and just attacking people, and people that are constantly on here trying to spread fear, people that are constantly on here, especially the people that are trying to spread fear of witchcraft. I want to break the news to those people, and I want y'all to listen carefully. Nobody likes them. Nobody. In fact, people in this world in general hate them. They are trying to set up a scenario where the person that they are attacking is being hated. That's their intention. That's their only intention. They want to bring hatred to the person. They want to isolate the person. They want to try to make a person feel despair or guilt or grief. That's what they want to do. Now, do you allow somebody and their words to make you feel grief? No. And see, my situation is a lot different from my clients and my students because I'm out in the public eye. But you better believe that when you out here doing something, when you out here doing anything important, you are going to have adversity. You are going to have haters. You are going to have people that don't like you. So watching me deal with what I'm dealing with, not go through, I ain't going through nothing, but watching me deal with the negativity should provide y'all inspiration. And not only that, motivation, because it's been 10 years. I still look good. I still look good. I look like a strawberry shortcake. Okay, my skin is beautiful. My hair is thick and freaking healthy. And my soul is beautiful. After a decade of dealing with very negative, toxic people, the world does not like those people. And see, they want to feel as though they're bigger than what they are. They do, but they're not. In reality, y'all know what, in reality, if I hadn't had all that false flagging and got blacklisted on this channel, I would be probably getting 20 to 30 to 40K views per video at least. I mean, all it would have did was gave me a nice little YouTube paycheck, which that's not what I'm in for. I might as well be trying to win the lotto, which I could. It'd probably take me maybe about 3 months to do it. If I actually like focused, I could definitely win a jackpot from the lotto. Okay, absolutely. So I'm not here for the YouTube stardom or the paycheck. I'd rather have wealth, security, and stability than fame. Straight up and down. So fame ain't really that important to me, and it don't take 30, 40,000 views for me to run my business. It doesn't. Okay. So, but the people that do that, they do buy views. They do. But the ones that do that, they get like what, 5, 6, 700 views, 800, 1,000 views by doing negative stuff. They don't realize that if you get 1,000 views, if you get 700 views, why is your like to view ratio so low? Why? That is because these people are drawing an audience, but most of their audience really doesn't like them. That is a fact. That's why when you go to their videos, they don't get that many likes, or either they have to buy likes, or either they'll have like 10,000 views and only 200 likes or something like that. Because a lot of people that are watching, and I'm talking about in particular the negative people, the people that come on here just to spread negativity, hatred, visceral, the evil eye, and see, it ain't Jamila's job. Like, that was their mama's job. That's why I always send their drama back to their mama. Like, it's not for me to shut those people up. It isn't. There's no way that I could even shut that many people up at once. And so don't expect that to happen. Okay. But it is your job to decipher what you want to believe in or not. Do you want to believe in what those negative people are saying? Those very spiteful, angry people, or are you going to believe in something positive, straight up and down? Most of the world hates those people. Trust and believe it. And that is the reason why those channels can't grow and why they're always trying to stunt the growth of other channels. They can't grow because most of the world, and I'm going to tell you why most of the world hates those people. Most of the world is like you and me. We have jobs, and I know I run a business, right? When you get off of work from working all day, you just want to come home. And if you're going to watch somebody on YouTube, you want it to be of a positive nature. You do. You don't want to sit up here and listen to some old drunk talking about kids' vaginas. You don't want to come on here and hear somebody, woe is me. You don't want to come on here and hear a very ignorant person that has no idea, knows nothing about finances. You don't want to hear that. You want to come on here and you may want to get practical advice. You may want to come on YouTube to get life hacks. You might want to watch. I know I've been loving Google Foods. I have been binge watching Google Foods. That man can cook. Okay. Yes. You may want to come on here and look at a spell. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's a curse on somebody, when a witch does a curse, she is still doing more than a person that is just a negative person, that is literally like a black hole of nothing. Because when a witch does a curse, she's transmuting the energy from a negative person. Nobody's just running around here like, most of us witches, we not gonna look to cursing nobody unless it is justified. Otherwise, us witches know how to manifest plenty. We don't have to, and this whole thing, like, there's some people, and you know what? I really feel sorry for those people that feel like you have to lose for them to win, or they have to win and you have to lose. I feel bad for those people because they don't really know how the world works. Okay? People want to get off of work, they want to see something helpful, useful, or either positive. That's why you go to other videos and you see people that they make videos with their cats and they viral. People make videos, you know, nobody actually likes the negative people, the negative ninnies and Nancy's. Nobody really likes them. And they put themselves in that position, okay? They put themselves in that position. And most of the time, people, like, here's the whole thing about it. Most people are smart, and y'all are too. Like, for example, did I really need to point out that somebody was on vacation but was hating on me? How, wait a minute, hold on. You supposed to be a millionaire and you're on vacation and you balling out of control, but yet you're on vacation hating on Jamila and her children? So most people that are looking at that, they like, no, I ain't buying it. I ain't convinced. Because that is a person's job, right? That is their job, is to have nothing, to do nothing, to be about nothing, but to convince somebody that they are something. And they not convincing that many people, right? But what I was kind of disturbed by, and like I said, people like that will reap what they sow, um, is that, listen, this is what I was disturbed by. I was disturbed by the people that were actually upset. Like, a few of my close friends, close clients, and sisters were actually upset. Like, they literally were emotionally upset by this maniac that was just on here acting crazy. They were really upset, like upset for me, like, oh my God. Like, and you know why they were upset? They were upset because they know how good of a person I am. They were upset because they know how much I've helped them. They were upset because they care about me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm not in my feelings about that. And that's straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's sad because women are already out here trying to make it on their own, a lot of them. And then when you have a male that is despicable enough to come on here and literally try to scare women or to just be negative towards the divine feminine, it's disgusting. It is. I agree. I totally agree. And I was telling my sister earlier, I was like, the only real way to shut them people up is to murder them. And we can't do that. And, just because somebody has freedom of speech and they can say whatever they want to say, it doesn't mean that You literally cannot let people's words hurt you. You can't do it because people will try to hurt you with words, and you can't let them do it. Um, so it sucks that there are males out here literally trying to oppress women so much so to the point where they will literally act like monsters. Literally act like monsters. Like once you've done that, if you're a male, once you have done that, we all know that there's a mental illness at play, and we can simply just treat you and regard you as a person that is soft in the head. It's something wrong with you. It's like maybe your soft spot still ain't hardened since you was a baby. Something's wrong with you. Why would you do that? Nobody actually respects a man that is that is trying to be abusive towards a woman. Nobody actually respects that. The only people that do respect that are low-lifed and hateful people, and they live in hate constantly, and that's something that none of y'all have to worry about. And they want to do things for shock value. They feel as though it gives them some kind of empowerment. Oh, I heard that your father died. Oh, let me come on here and be as despicable as possible. Let me come on here and do some shock value. Let me come on here and slander you. You know what I'm saying? And it's disgusting. They actually are not empowered by their lies. However, I will tell you that I do believe that a lot of them, they do on some level try to use some kind of spiritual energy. I do know that Belial has been trying to come in, and Lilith does not want me dealing with Belial at all for some reason. But Belial, I'm more so working with Marbus, aka Barbas. Okay, I got a new pack with him, and I'll come and talk to y'all about him. Okay, but Lilith, for some reason, she was like, "No, she don't want me dealing with Belial." But their lies have no power. It doesn't. So they can be as convincing as they want, but they're just not. Okay, and like I said, they're very much hated because and I'm gonna start checking myself because of that. I'm going to really focus on, doing more positive things because, you know, whether or not you get 20 views per video, 100 views per video, 300 views per video, or 30,000, if you're doing something positive, the community loves you. Okay. And, unfortunately, there are people on here doing very, very negative things and they wanted to reflect negatively on someone else. But see, all y'all know better. Y'all should know better than that. If somebody's trying to be negative, if somebody's being very negative towards me, they're going to suffer for their negativity. Not me. I don't have to suffer because of that. I don't have to go down. I don't have to lose money. I don't have to get sick because someone else is being very negative. And they think that looking negative or being negative towards me makes me look bad. But in reality, you make your mama look bad. It's your mama, baby. It's your mama. I don't have no sons on YouTube making negative videos. In fact, my sons don't make YouTube videos at all. Whenever any male that comes on here acting a fool, you make your mammy look bad, baby. You don't make me look bad. And so that's what, and some of these men running around here thinking, well, if I come on here and I reject this person and I attack this person, then that's going to make her look bad. Wrong. Nope, not a chance. Bye. Sayonara. Arrivederci. No, that's not how it works. Even if you want it to work that way, it ain't gonna never work that way. In fact, I never even knew that that logic existed. In fact, that logic doesn't exist. That logic was made up by somebody who don't have much sense. How you behave and what you say and you do reflects on you. Period. And then, especially when it comes to an abusive man, listen, I don't agree with a woman staying in a house with an abusive man. I really don't. A lot of women do it. So, but I'm not judging you, okay, at all. However, nobody ever, nobody ever, nobody ever, 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 ever is going to be judgmental of a woman because of an abusive man. Nobody ever. When a man is being abusive, it is just an abusive man, and that is the end of it. In fact, as a man, what makes you a man, if a woman is fussing at you about another woman, first of all, you have to respect that woman. You can't force no woman to be willing to sleep with a man that's sleeping around. Ill. You're disgusting. You gonna force me to bump pelvises? I'm supposed to scissor with another woman because you a hoe? No. So if a woman has rejected you and said, no, I ain't messing with you because you've been who you been sleeping with? No. So a man that's like, you gonna take my dirty penis. No, you need to take your dirty penis and go dip it in bleach, baby, because I don't want it. Because I don't want it. Because when everybody know that when it come to a man, if you having sex with him with or without a condominium, shit. And I'm sorry, but HPV is affecting a lot of women between the ages of 23 and like what, 30. HPV is a big thing, and you can catch HPV with a condom. That's cancer. HPV is cancer. It's a skin on skin disease. I haven't done I used to do that. I used to come on here and talk about diseases and stuff like that, but I'm not wasting my breath anymore. If you're a man and you stupid enough to go around sleeping with a lot of women and you just like, I gotta be a hoe, hey, I'm not gonna waste my breath on you. But nowhere ever is anybody gonna actually shame a woman for saying, ew, I'm not gonna have sex with you because you're sleeping around with other women. There's nobody ever. If somebody did do that, nobody cares about them. Nobody cares about their opinion, and they are literally an outcast to society. That's a worse outcast than a witch. You way outside of society. No man is going to ever force a woman to have sex with him and he's sleeping with other women. No. Mm-mm. He can convince himself of that. He can surround himself with people that are just as freaking nasty and irresponsible with sex as he wants, but in reality society is still looking at that man that's sleeping around as though he is disgusting, and they're looking at the woman, cheering her on, saying, that's right, sister, you don't have to take that from him. And that's the reality of it. And no man ever, no male ever, nobody, no group, no cult, no coven, no nothing, nobody is going to convince anybody of that at all. Nobody is going to be convinced that you got the right to bully and harass somebody into sleeping with you after you done slept with somebody else and you sleeping around and stuff. No, it's never going to happen. Nobody's ever going to nobody's ever going to judge a woman because of an abusive man. They're always going to judge the man. The man is going to always be judged for being abusive. That made me think about this movie that I watched about this lady. Is a Lifetime movie. And she was like an artist, and her husband just got real jealous and like he was acting a fool. I gotta find that movie. He hollered off and hit her, like slapped her, and she ran to the neighbor's house. And the neighbor was a lady. And the neighbor lady was like real weird. And you know what the neighbor lady did? The neighbor lady called her husband and told her that she was at her house. Next thing she knew, she was sitting there talking to the neighbor lady, and she was getting ready to, she was waiting for her friend to come pick her up. And the neighbor lady was like, I'm so sorry. I called him. You guys need to work this out. And she was like, are you kidding me? She was like, he just hit me. Men do that sometimes, honey. Just go on back over there with him and talk to him, okay? He loves you. Child, the husband was at the door. The woman ran outside, and luckily her best friend rolled up. Luckily, the best friend drove up the moment that that happened. No woman wants to be with an overly jealous, psychotic man. Nobody wants to deal with somebody that's abusive. The world does not accept you. Just because your buddies accepted and maybe your mama accepted it and maybe your uncles told you to beat on a woman or verbally abuse a woman, same thing for verbal abuse. Nobody's ever going to accept that. You either going to have to change or you going to end up dying alone. That's to all men. You ain't going to never find no woman that's worth a damn. You ain't going to never find no woman that look good as me. You ain't going to get the total package that you getting over here. You don't get the spiral. Okay, let me quit. You ain't gonna find no spiral. You gonna go on vacation, want the spiral, and get mad when you get back from from your vacation that you can't have the spiral no more. You not gonna get no woman like me acting like that. You not. And you may be able to get me, but you can't keep me. Sis says I don't like how he got his head cocked to the side like he cute as motherfucking shit in that thumbnail. Yo, wow. Sis said that his attitude is so unnecessary. You are too funny, sis. That's why I love you. I swear to God. Oh God. Sis be roasting the fuck out of people and she don't even be trying. His head cocked to the side. There is nothing more attractive than a respectful man. There is nothing more attractive than a man that shows up with flowers. In fact, I think my movie of choice tonight gonna be that movie Obsessed. I just love Idris Elba in that movie. There are men out there like that. The way he bought flowers, he sent flowers to his wife every week, once a week. There is nothing more sexy and attractive than a man that is a gentleman, that is respectful. Because even when Beyonce was tripping and he didn't sleep with old girl, she was like, "Get the hell out of my house." He was like, "Sharon." Never once did he disrespect her and go, "Bitch, I ain't going nowhere. This is my motherfucking house, bitch." She'd have been like, "Oh, divorce time. Let me call my attorney." Because she was like, "Get your ass out of my house." Because she thought he cheated. Did he cuss her out and call her a bitch? Did he beat her up? Did he verbally, emotionally abuse her? No. He left. He went to the where did he go? To the Hilton or somewhere? To the hotel. He went to an expensive hotel. He left. He went to the hotel and he convinced his wife that he was not cheating, and she let him back in. And, these other men, they thirsty. See, extra thirst. It's not good to be a thirsty ass man. Quit being so damn thirsty. Get some fucking Gatorade. Quit being so damn desperate. You too eager. You eager to abuse. You eager to try to maim the woman's mind. You feel like you got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep her, and that's ridiculous. But sis, no matter what a person look like, There is nothing more attractive and sexy than respect. There is nothing more attractive and sexy than a man that knows how to handle a woman. A man that knows how to transmute a woman's emotions when she's feeling emotional. There is nothing more sexy and attractive than a man that knows a woman. If men are running around here every time a woman says something to them, they want to strike with an iron fist at a woman. No, hun. What do I look like a man to you? No, I as a woman, I don't want to be treated like a man. I want to be treated like a woman. And see, I think that that's what they believe that feminism is about. And see, they're just confused. They believe that I don't want to say feminism. Let's say that women having equal rights, like they literally think that women seeking equal rights means that we want to be treated like men, and they know it ain't like that. But they just, what do they call that? I forget what they call that. When they go to the extreme, oh, okay, you want equal rights, and usually men like that don't have nothing to speak of anyway. They have no earning potential and no potential to do anything else. So I don't even want to hear it. Okay. So I don't know where where they trying to spread this consciousness or something that, we're supposed to, and then trying to make it seem like the woman's going through something. And people always assume that, when a woman is being attacked on the internet, because you would never attack me in my face. You get probably the crowbar. You attack me in my face physically. Okay. And somebody tried to say that I left the father of my children because he was sleeping with another woman and couldn't stop. No, that's not why. I actually did it because he was being abusive to me. That's why I left him. But they don't want to talk about that. Abusive men are usually trying to make a woman feel bad for being single or being a single mother. Most single mothers, I'm going to tell y'all the truth, most women become single mothers because there's some kind of abuse, whether or not it's financial, emotional, or physical. So, yeah, right. Well, that's because he got people fluffing him up because, because they want to use him, but it's worthless. It's totally worthless. I'm just saying, it's totally worthless because it doesn't mean anything to me. And it holds no power, it holds no water. Not really. It doesn't really hold any water. And it never has and it never will. Okay. Said no woman ever, I want to be a man, I want to be with a man that's trying to financially break me or oppress me. Said no woman, no good woman at all. No woman wants to be with a man that's trying to financially abuse her. No one said no woman ever. And men like that are just gonna have to freaking accept that don't nobody want you. And you need to go get some self-esteem and stop harassing and stalking people on their damn job. And then plus this ain't no job. This is a social media platform where I use to put up videos to advertise my business, but I'm the boss of my business. What is there, a boss to fire me or something? Somebody gonna fire me when I 100% own Davina Officia? No. And a lot of men are gonna have to accept that. And I think, sis, I think you're right. I think that a lot of black men are just, I don't know, they're stuck in the slavery days to where, they want to pretend as though women are chattel or something. I really don't understand that. I really don't know why they are carrying on like that. It's totally ridiculous. So, but at the end of the day, like right now, I'm talking about a negative person, but I'm already transmuting it. The energy is transmuted. So technically I'm not a negative vlogger. But those people that come on here and I just want to, I just want to cuss somebody out. I just want to roast somebody. I just want to do all this. I just want to do all that. Nobody likes you except for the few select people that watch you. But otherwise, nobody likes you. People want to get off of work. People want to find some material that empowers them. Like what I'm doing right now, people want to find some material that inspires them. People want to find some material that teaches them something, or just something enjoyable, like maybe some rain sounds or something, or a cooking video or something, or eh, you know now I do know that I do like watching the true crime stories sometimes, but for you to just come on here, that's more so the news. For you to just come on here and you trying to make a career out of attacking people, and for you to think that you're going to really actually affect somebody by coming on here yelling and screaming and lying on them, you've got to be the dumbest person in America. Okay. So, that's why, because somebody was telling me earlier, um, a friend of mine was telling me earlier, just get a new channel or whatever, and that way I can have positive stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I choose to acknowledge certain things is because there's a lot of misinformation already going around the spiritual community. Number one is, if a man opens up his mouth, I'm supposed to freeze or something. Like, no, I don't freeze, I keep going. Can't no man hold me back. Can't no man make me stagnant. If a man ain't with me, he against me. Goodbye. I keep on moving. I do not stop for nobody. And, a lot of people, the way I used to look at it is that if a man was upset, if the man was upset, I would have to stop everything, see what's up with him, and look out for him and placate him and shit, so that he don't do it. But in reality, he need to look out for his damn self. So whether or not somebody is manipulating you or you're manipulated, yeah, it's been raining and trees are falling and stuff, y'all. Whether or not you are being manipulated as a man, or whatever it is that's happening with you, no, hun, no. You need to look out for yourself. It ain't the woman's job to, like, I'm supposed to constantly be doing witchcraft to remove your lower vibrational mundane little antics and stuff. No, I ain't got time for all of that. My time is very valuable. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and personally tell these people, like, don't nobody really like you. Don't nobody really respect you. People work for a living. There's nothing wrong with having a damn job. I worked for 30 years in the workforce. It's nothing wrong with that. People want to get off of work and they want to come home. They want to have a beer or a glass of wine, or either a glass of milk and some cookies, which is what I've been opting for lately. And they want to relax. Don't nobody want to come home and listen to some 40-some-year-old man crying and being abusive to a woman. Nobody wants that. Nobody. So, and it just is what it is. And YouTube's algorithm don't like it either. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna come back a little bit later after the witching hour and do a test, because I don't know what's up. Every time I go live straight from my phone, it be a whole bunch of people in the chat. And I'll just randomly go live. Nobody really actual. Nope. What in the world? Okay, I'm back. Nobody, yeah, nobody actually likes that. So, I have a client that's trying to call me. Okay. So I gotta go. But here's what I want to say to y'all about that. Ignore, don't take things like, okay, when you see a crazy person on here attacking children, acting a fool, please believe that I don't take them seriously. Can't nobody do shit to hurt my children. I got my children. A woman does not need a man to protect children, to protect her children. You have the power as a woman to protect your own children. I know that the father of my daughters passed away a few years ago, and then even I even lost my father. And that says a lot about the nature and the despicableness of a man that would attack a woman because he knows her father is gone. That's disgusting. So you probably looked at my father as like a protective figure for me, possibly. I don't know. Which I'm 47 years old. I don't need my daddy to protect me. That's childish, in my opinion. Okay. Maybe be there for me, but as far as like protecting me, I protect myself. But you assume that I felt all alone in the world, and you assume that I felt abandoned, and then you decided to be abusive. Wow. Wow. Really speaks volumes to the health of your heart. Definitely probably getting ready to go through heart failure or something. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way that, if I were a man, I wouldn't do anything like that. I wouldn't do something like that. Okay. So, that's just what that is. I don't know what's up. I gotta check the weather, y'all, because it's the wind is kicking up out there. Goodness gracious. It's doing something out there. So I just wanted to come and say that to you guys. For those of you that were disturbed, that person is not the father of my children. He's not the father. So it's not anything that now if I had children by that person, they wouldn't know where to find me. If I had children with a person like that, they would definitely not have my home address. No. But I'm good. Even though I may talk about it. And like last night, I spoke about it, but that's because I was tired. But men like that are weak. They're much more weaker than me. Males that behave like that are weak sauce. So I'm never concerned, never worried, never scared. And I don't want you guys to be either. I'm talking about the people that are in my collective that are watching me on YouTube. Please do not ever feel, and then don't relate that to your love life either. Don't relate it because it's being done purposely. It's being done purposely to spread hate to witches, hate to women, hate to love, hate, hate, hate. That's why it's being done. It's being done to get you to feel despair because the eighth, oh my God, I thoroughly enjoyed that solar eclipse. It was amazing and beautiful energy. And then also we're dealing with religious folk. So there's some religious people, not all of y'all, but there's some religious people that were actually mad and upset because they're super duper depressed that the world didn't end on the 8th. They went into depression, deep depression. And so that's why they came back on the 9th and acted a fool. So trust me, it wasn't just me. They was acting a fool all day yesterday. Well, on the 9th. Okay, because they just wanted to be over. In fact, there's some people who are kind of in a position where they want to be unalive. And those people actually gravitate towards religion because they feel like, well, Jesus is coming back any day now, so it'll all be over soon. Like that crazy lady in that movie Legion. It'll all be over soon, and all the little babies are gonna burn, and it's like, are you okay, lady? It's kind of weird. So I don't want y'all to worry. You know what I'm saying? Literally all day after yesterday, like I literally had to sit down and explain to my peeps and people that are in my group, people that are in my coven. I had to literally sit down and explain to them, like, hey, don't ever listen to those negative people. Listen to the spirit guys. Listen to people that actually got power. Listen to your deities. Don't, even whether or not you in my group or not, listen to your deities that are if somebody's being negative and being an asshole to you, you gonna listen to them, or you gonna listen to your spirit guides that have came through and delivered for you every single time. Okay. And if somebody says, oh, Jamila filed bankruptcy, just say, well, she rebuilt. That's what bankruptcy is for. It's to give you a break for a few months so you can rebuild yourself. That's what it's for. Not going to argue with an imbecile or a fool over a federal case. A bankruptcy case goes through federal court. That's federal. And if you file bankruptcy to save your house from being foreclosed, that's federal. You're not a squatter. No, you're paying trustees. You're paying a trustee and a judge. You're dealing with a judge, you're dealing with a jury, and you're dealing with a trustee. You're paying money to a trustee. So yeah, I filed bankruptcy, but my income is right back up to we ain't gonna say, but it's where it need to be. And then we also don't listen to people that take up for slumlords too. We don't listen to those people. Okay. It's a lot going on. I don't know if y'all saw that video that I shared, but like gentrification is happening again, to where like these corporations are going into neighborhoods and they're buying up houses and they're moving tenants in that are probably less than savory. And some of the tenants are good, but some of them are literally messing up the neighborhood. And it's just really sad. I feel like those people that moved around here that was shooting all the time, though, they must have already got put. They done got put out. They already gone. Cause I was like, who are these people that moved around here? It was really interesting. So right now, what we all should be worried about is these real estate companies and these corporations moving in, buying monopolies, and trying to like basically make everybody rent, because everybody's going to be affected by that. Everybody. To the point where you're going to try to put your house on the market and you ain't going to sell it. You're going to have a corporation walk up to you and say, oh, I know that you want 800 grand for that house, but I'm here to offer you 600,000 cash, or I'm going to take your land anyway through some kind of eminent domain or some shit. So it's some people that clearly got their priorities straight. I think a lot of these uppity ass homeowners, not you good homeowners, but these uppity homeowners need to quit worrying about people's bankruptcy and take a look and see what's happening in the world of real estate. Now, I used to be a licensed realtor years ago, but from what I'm seeing is that it's a lot of going on. And a lot of these people that have these big dreams of, having a little real estate company or having a little side gig or whatever, these corporations getting ready to beat your ass. So you're gonna have to accept less when you sell your house. Or either they're gonna come in your neighborhood and say, "No, we want to buy this house and we're gonna give you this amount, and the government gonna let us do it." Because shit like that happens. So maybe you need to get your priorities straight. Because it looked like a lot of these people that plan on selling their homes is gonna lose a lot of money. And they're going to want to pay you below market value. And then not only that, they're going to take over the market and they're going to make sure that you don't sell your house. And if you got it like that and you like, well, I've got the all power of real estate, you know what I'm saying? Like, which I doubt it. But if you got it like that, you got it like that. But I don't believe you do. Okay. So, we need to go and check out the real estate news, the latest real estate news, honey. Okay. Because these corporations is stopping people from selling their houses at market value. You didn't know that? A lot of these rental companies. However, Airbnbs and stuff are giving them a run for their money. Giving them a run for their money. So the games that they play to try to keep people a renter forever, which is the MO these days, ain't really gonna work as long as people can go and rent at your Airbnb for 6 months to a year while they stack their paper. And they ain't got to worry about somebody that's dirty like that. It's just kind of like a month to month corporate lease or whatever, and your utilities is included. So what the fuck? Ooh, I saw a light flicker. It ain't even raining outside. Interesting. Okay, y'all. But anyway, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? High Priestess Jamila has intelligence. I know about a lot of different things. Okay. So, and a lot of y'all need to take heed to that kind of stuff because and then it's also the mortgage industry as well is a little dirty, you know what I'm saying? Because they want you to have $40,000 or something like that. So a lot of the first time home buyers, they gonna be kind of looking like, uh-huh. Okay. And a lot of people really need to stop being so scary and go ahead and sue your landlords and stuff for liability when they ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. Instead of being all scary and stuff and timid. Okay. But those are y'all know I do consultations on that all the time. And then it's sad because you have men out there that are trying to stop people from buying houses and stuff, but it's like, but you ain't got no money though. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I don't understand that. But anyway, all haters are hated. Nobody actually loves a hater, no matter why they hating. Oh, I'm hating because I'm a man. No, you're a male. Oh, I'm hating because I'm a man. And these women got to be beneath us. Everybody hates you. Congratulations. Nobody likes a misogynist. Nobody actually really likes you. Okay. I'm just telling the truth about the situation. You can be a married man and want a traditional relationship, which is fine. But to be a misogynist is a curse. You're cursed. You don't really have it the way you think you have it. Okay. Sorry to break the news to you, but it's just the reality of it. Okay. But the good news for everybody else is that as long as you stay smart and you keep your head clear, don't let these people push stuff into your head and be listening to them and stuff and be like, oh God. And especially an abusive man. I don't listen to abusive men. When they get to cussing and stuff and talking about your bitch and your hoe and then they get rhythmic with it, I'll be like, oh, let me turn this off because he's trying to hypnotize me with some bullshit. I don't listen to the hypnotics of an abusive man. Nobody should. Nobody. So I'm not affected by it. And, I don't want y'all to be affected by it either. Okay. And it ain't really nothing hypnotic about it. It's just that, when a man is flexing his toxic masculinity, when a man is doing that, and it's not toxic femininity for a woman to get emotional and say, hey, are you cheating on me? There's no toxic femininity. Men are trying to make that toxic femininity, but that's because they're sissies. That's because they are soft. That's because they shouldn't even be touching or dating women anyway. And you ain't gonna never change that. You ain't gonna never, ever, ever force a woman to accept you sleeping around with a bunch of women. Ew, you're disgusting. Go take that dirty thing and do something with it other than bringing it near me. Okay, and that's the reality of it. We're talking about reality, not fantasy. And women rule this damn world, and men ain't gonna never change that. If I get emotional and say, are you cheating on me, you motherfucker? You don't come back with bitch, hoe, slut, fuck you, and da 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 da. You gotta do what I say. You canceled if you a man and you doing that. Cause you know what? A woman, you was blessed anyway to have that woman questioning you about what you doing, fool. Cause she could not care. Like if I question a man about what he doing and then he come back on some abusive stuff, it's like, oh, okay, good. I'm glad you did that. I don't care anymore. Bye. Bye. Bye now. So you lucky that woman even gave a damn about your sorry ass. Okay? All right, that's the way that it works. We don't let crazy misogynistic abusive men run amok. That's law. That is the rules. That is the rule. Okay? And I rule. I am the royals. I rule. I rule. Okay? What I say goes, period, point blank. Okay? And that's just the way that it is, because if it wasn't, we'd have if women like me didn't exist, you could drive down the street and literally see decapitated heads of women hanging on the damn trees and shit, of all races. If women like me didn't exist, this world would be worse than it is. Much worse. Much worse. It would be much worse. So I stand where I'm at, and can't nobody change that. Don't It ain't no woman's job to bow down. It's a man's job to make himself better, quit being sick and fix himself. That is where it should be. No woman should have to bow down, and no woman will ever bow down to an ignorant, spineless, abusive, disgusting man, low tier man. No. Y'all will never have rule. Y'all will never rule nothing. Y'all will never run nothing. And your words are pointless. Your words are spineless. And your words mean nothing. And you're canceled until you learn how to bow to a woman, a real woman. Till you learn how to respect the divine feminine. You are nothing, hun. Straight up and down. Now. And that's the last thing I'm going to say about it. Okay? And that ain't about running a man. That's about, we get along better if you show some respect with being low-lifed. Every low-lifed man has been canceled, all of them. Okay, they giving low-lifed men life in prison with no possibility of parole. Okay. All right, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. I gotta go. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Okay. Have a happy Thursday. And don't forget that today is Thursday and the 11th. Okay, now you can waste your time listening to yeah, nigga, nigga, nigga. Go ahead and waste time listening to that. I got work to do. And I always win. And it don't even have to be no effort. I ain't got to yell and scream about it either. I'm just real smooth like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We doing that 11/11 work. We revisiting that today as well. So, I ain't doing no group work. I'm just saying, pay attention to the number 11 all the time. 11 or either 11/11. Very powerful number. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Peace and blessings and love to y'all. Okay. Bye bye.